This is TWiT.
Anonymous social services like Yik Yak and Secret have been dropping like flies lately, but Whisper is taking its sweet time dropping like a fly. The company has laid off 20% of its workforce this week, or 14 of 71 employees. The editorial team supposedly saw the brunt of the hits as the company relies further on machine learning to handle some of those media management tasks. So point one for machine learning taking our jobs. Whisper has around 20 million active monthly users, so it's not a dead zone yet. When it comes to its marketable audience, it can still, kind of monetize the users that it has. That's no horrible number. 20 million is pretty decent. Apparently Whisper saw no revenue a year ago. They've been tearing through around $2 million per month for years, according to a TechCrunch source. But after this layoff, they expect $100,000 in free cash flow in August. Revenue expected to hit $12.5 million in 2017 after everything settles down. So not bad for a company that was apparently kind of has been struggling for a while. They just apparently need to do the layoffs to kind of continue on.
Yeah, so the AI is going to, you said, to manage some of their media management tasks, which as far as I could tell from reading was like taking people's secrets that they put on Whisper and then adding ads to it.
Right.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. So if that was your dream job since you were a little girl or boy, adding ads to people's secrets such as, quote, these women totally thought they were being proposed to. That's one of the things they're adding ads to. I've lost interest in my husband because he doesn't try anymore. Things like that, just like total clickbait stuff. So yeah. I'm not crying that many tears for Whisper, I have to say. But I mean, I hate to see people laid off, but I think that you can probably find something better to do. And they were being paid really well, apparently, because you put the numbers, it said then they're going to like have... they wrote in the TechCrunch article how much cash flow they'll have after laying all these people off. So they were getting pretty well paid to add ads to that clickbait. And yesterday we talked a lot about Twitter, and we talked about daily active users versus monthly active users versus YOW, which doesn't exist. The yearly active users. I mean, this is the problem with. Yeah, this is the problem with things like Whisper and Secret. They're not creating a network. There's no, part of going back every day is that your friends are there, whether they're friends in real life or the friends that you've made online. And that's not what these networks are designed for. They're designed for you to like send out your greatest fear or secret and then read other people's secrets. Right. And be confident that you're if you're going to use the service the way it's intended, be confident that you are going to stay anonymous and sharing whatever that piece of information is. It's the whole Secret fad, when Secret was around a couple of years ago and people were breaking news from it and being like, oh, did you hear? I saw it on Secret that this company is doing blah, blah, blah. Like I never understood like the appeal of it. It never, the lack of accountability, because it is so anonymous. I get why someone would want to share something anonymously, but it makes it very difficult for me to take anything seriously that I ever see there and trust that I'm in the know on something just because it was posted in this anonymous network. So I'm not surprised that they've had a hard time. It's not only the lack of the network effect too, it's also just that when you have a social network like Facebook or Twitter or whatever, that you have an identity to build it around and a network of people to build that around as well, you can target your ads better. And you get more money for ads if they're targeted. So, for companies like this where it's all anonymized, they might be able to do advertising, host ads on the site, but it's going to be less targeted. And as a result, they're going to make less money off of it in general. Right. I mean, there is definitely appeal. Like back in our day in the during the .com fallout, there was the F Company. You remember that? Oh, yeah. Yep. That was the site that we all followed. And it was, not all, but everyone working in the .com era. Like we were like, were they going to be writing about us? And so there was definitely an interest in that. But there was, like you said, like there was no way to monetize that. There's no way to create a network. There's no way to encourage. I mean, to have you start giving away your personal information, you have to create a network, right? Like you have to, like I'm going to be showing pictures of my kids on Facebook because I have a network there. Like there are people that, that I'm friends with that want to see those pictures, and I want to go on there to see other people's pictures. So yeah, you're right. It's partly that it's hard to create a network around just anonymous users, and it's hard to monetize those users as well. But it can be addicting, and you can understand the pleasure of like looking at those other people's secrets.